And it's opening night. Great to be here with you, Clark.
Always great to be with you as well, B.A. And this is perhaps my favorite night of the year when you talk about the NBA opening night. So much excitement, so much anticipation, and we know the rest of the season will deliver.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. And it's shake and bake in at the 3 spot. Pass to Perez. Here's Jay, 6 to shoot. Fades and shoots. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt.
When you're wide open like that, no need to fade away.
Allen outside. Unloads from 13. It's rebounded by Minnesota. Last time they met in Minneapolis.
Yeah, they made a lot of plays, and they were in it until the end. Just couldn't do enough to get the win.
Yeah, you know, they didn't have their best stuff, but they were still getting after it, so you got to really appreciate the effort and hustle.
He takes it in, and that one drops for him.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Clark, with Minnesota being a major player in the West now, Wolves Nation is howling.
Howling and growling, B.A. That's the name of their fan base. And, yeah, they're excited, and for good reason. Not only is this team competitive, but they can be downright dominant at times, especially at the defensive end of the floor. Easy group to cheer for. Yeah, he was just a skosh late on the contest. That's going to be a goaltend for sure.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Jay. Pass to Perez. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
That is super efficient, getting in deep and then taking advantage.
Here's Boomer. To the inside. The shot by B, no good. Rebounded by Perez.
And maybe they're a little too excited today. They need to settle down. They've opened up 1 for 4.
Here's the closer. It's not going to go for him. For Boston, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. They set a pick. Here's B. Pass to Boomer. And here's Griffin outside. He can't get it to go. For Minnesota, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Jay. Minnesota again missing. Boston trailing. Griffin outside. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Out to the right wing. B, the pass to Allen. Here's B. From deep three-point range. And there's Griffin. That's good. On the assist by Allen.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
They set the pick. Driving inside, and down it goes. Jam that one home.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Got a piece of it. Pass to B. Allen outside, and there's a 3-second violation. And with a pause in the action, here we have the best rebounding teams from last year. The Celtics second.
Their effort on the boards was a point of pride for them. They play a physical style, and it served them well.
Minnesota in the lead. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page.
Good idea to call timeout. It looked like the guys were getting some heavy legs out there. And they landed a number 2 in team scoring. They stage a potent offense that defenses struggle to hold down.
And they wanted to make an impact on the defensive end and accomplish that goal. First in the league in blocks, a defensive powerhouse. Magician, the pass to Shake and Bake. Over to the left wing. Yep, count it. 52 seconds left in the first. Here's B. Up top, Griffin. Clock at 6. Pass to Christopher. There's 25 seconds left to play in the first. That one misses. He's 1 for 3. Here's Jay. 12 seconds left in the opening quarter. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
I like that. I mean, some physical play inside. He's not about to give up any easy baskets.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And he makes a first. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. It's Minnesota up by 4, and we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
They've got Griffin, and it's Boomer in at the 4. That's the Boston 5. B, the pass to Griffin. Pulls it. Oh, he used the shot fake to create the angle, but he couldn't get it to fall. Minnesota leading by 4. Here's Jay. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Here's B. Allen outside. Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Pass to Griffin. Now Allen. Here's B. Lets the 3 fly. Rebounded by Shake and Bake. Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
What a performance. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Here's Magician. After the basket by Boston. Boston pulls it in. Christopher's got 5 rebounds in the game. Pass to Griffin. This one for 3. Nails it from 3. Griffin's got 6.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost him 3.
Here's Shake and Bake. Allen defending. They set the screen. Here's Perez. Here's Shake and Bake. Jay, the pass to Perez. Here's Jay. Minnesota again missing. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Here's B. Pass to Griffin. Launches it. Doesn't go that time. For Minnesota, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. To the wing on the left. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast, so the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks, Allie. Good stuff there. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Boston making a switch here. Payne's checked in. McConnell, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. To shake. Can be. And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Yeah, they're hoping to turn things around with this timeout.
Yeah, you know, they had to do something, anything to stop this run. You can't just let it go on any longer.
Beverly, he's checked in for Boston. And a quick look at how things have been since the All-Star break. Checking out the three-point shot ratio for the Celtics.
And they've really been letting it fly from deep. You see more and more teams doing this. In today's NBA. Given the league's increased focus on perimeter shooting.
We've got 1:48 left in the first half. Here's shake and bake. Allen defending. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Perez. Here's the closer. Pulls it from the top of the key. It's hauled in. By Beverly.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. The Celtics have got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's B. Good on the jump shot. B's got 6 points.
They're lucky to be holding on to this lead after the inconsistent first quarter. But they're starting to hit their stride now, pulling those percentages up.
Here's Jay. Pass to Magician. Shot to stop the run. Rebounded by the Celtics. Christopher's got rebound number 7 tonight. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first half. B, the pass to Griffin. Here's B. Pulls up on the wing. No good that time. Timberwolves trail by 3. 23 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Pass to Shake and Bake. Hey, from beyond the arc. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Here's B. He has 6. Griffin passes to B. Puts up a deep 3. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Celtics out in front. They lead by 3. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
Look at the rebounding numbers. I'm surprised they've stayed this close. They're not cleaning the glass. It's more like they're fogging it up.
And moving along, a metric for that first half. Love me some metrics. Checking out the top performer on each team.
These two guys we thought they'd bring in tonight, it has been brought.
That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's send you over to Brian Anderson with the third period.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Here's B. Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. And it's Magician in at the 5, roaming the paint. For 3, Allen. Unable to get that one. Timberwolves trail by 3. Here's Shake and Bake. Pass to the closer. Here's Jay. Shot clock at 6. Here's Magician. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Here's Christopher. Griffin passes to B. Offensive rebound. For 3, Allen. The shot comes out.
Starting slow in this half, 0 for 3 so far.
Inside. Intercepted. Griffin left side. The rebound by Magician. Magician's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Oh, man, what happened at halftime? Since then, they're 0 for 4.
They set the pick, and there's the drive, and count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Minnesota shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And that one misses. Boston's got nothing to fall from outside in this 3rd quarter. Here's B. He's got 6. Allen inside. Fast break, Minnesota. The closer passes to Perez. First trip to the line for him here. He's off on the first. O'Neal, he's checked in for Allen. No good on the second free throw. For Boston, they've gone 0 for 4. Not the way they want to start the second half. And Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively, something that needs to change and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
The Celtics making a switch here. Allen's checked in. And checking the 2K leaderboard. These teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. The Celtics in second. In the 3rd spot, Minnesota.
A stat every team wants to excel in: 3-point shooting. Both of these teams were fantastic from deep last season.
B, the pass to Boomer. Here's B. Banked it in off the glass. B's got 8 points.
They can finally relax after missing their first 4 shots to start this half.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. I think right now he must be looking at some adjustments.
You know, he recognized his players were fatigued and needed to catch their breath. Those guys were cooked out there.
And they did a lot of damage from range. 3rd and 3-point shooting efficiency. It was central to their scheme.
And when you consider how hard they played on defense last year, their opponent field goal percentage was the best in the league. You got to love the effort they showed on that end. Here's shake and bake. Pass to Jay. And there's a pick. Fires from deep. Hits the trifecta. He has 6.
A nice start to the 3rd. 3 out of 4 and looking good doing it.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. And here's Griffin outside. A rebound by Magician. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the 3rd. Here's Jay. He shoots again. Pass to Perez. Here's shake and bake. Allen defending. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Magician. The shot that time not on target. The Celtics have gone only 1 for 6 here in the second half. Here's Boomer. Griffin outside from the arc. Drops in the 3. Griffin's got 9. Neither team has been able to assert its dominance over the other.
Yeah, the struggle is real tonight. 7 lead changes and still in the third quarter.
Here's the closer. There's a screen. Magician, the pass to Jay. Tipped away. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Here's B. The rebound by Magician. Magician's got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's Jay. Lays it up and banks it in. Jay's got 5 points now in the quarter.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Here's B. Give him 8. Here's Christopher. Rebound Minnesota. Magician's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Shake and bake. The pass to the closer. Here's shake and bake. Allen defending. Here's Jay. Pass to Magician. The fadeaway. Rebounded by the Celtics. 23 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Oh, it's stolen.
If they take their time, this will be the final possession of the quarter.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Boomer passes to Allen. Here's B. A deep 3. And that's not gonna go. Misses at the buzzer. We're at the end of the third quarter, and we've still got a close one. It's Minnesota up 1. And fourth quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Minnesota in the lead. And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. So both teams changing it up here. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. Coach was blunt with his assessment. He said to throw out everything that happened until now. It is a brand new game, and it's only a few minutes. Leave it out on the floor. Back to you guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. They've got Griffin, and it's Christopher in at the 5. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Here's B. Pass to Griffin. Fires the 3. Buries it from 3.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
Jay, the pass to Shake and Bake. Here's Jay. Hey, puts up a three. The rebound by Allen. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Here's B. Pass to Griffin. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Christopher. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. And now it's a 4-point Boston lead. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Here's Shake and Bake. Another miss by Minnesota. And the Celtics shooting just 33% so far in this game. Pass to Griffin. Down low. Footer. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Jay's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Perez from deep. That one no good.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Out left to the wing. Here's Boomer. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. First one falls. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe.
Well, he did enough there. He made it a 2-possession game at least.
Here's the closer, defended by Griffin. Pass to Shake and Bake to the paint. Here's Magician. That one is off. Celtics lead by 5. Griffin outside. Puts up a 3. Gets rebounded by Minnesota.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Here's Jay. Misses, and the dry spell continues. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Here's Griffin. And the layup is good off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 7.
Got it in deep, and that's how you do it.
1:52 left in the fourth quarter. Allen brings a double team and wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Perez, the pass to Shake and Bake. Here's Jay. Griffin comes with a double. Pass to Perez. 4 on the clock. Here's the closer. And the 3 off target. Boston on offense. Good momentum. 8 straight points. Griffin outside. The shot no good. Timberwolves trail by 7.
Things aren't looking good here. I mean, they need points, and they need them now.
It doesn't look good, even with a quick bucket here.
Here's Jay, defended by Griffin. Pass to Jay. To the left wing. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. And he buries it. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5. For Boston, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter, and he commits the intentional foul. And now we've got an intentional foul. Good on the first, and that increases the lead to 6. He's off on the free throw, unable to get the second one to drop. Pass to Magician. Here's Jay. He connects! And now they trail by just 4.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
And so they foul intentionally. First free throw is good, and that puts him up 5. And the second free throw, no good. Tough break there. And here's Minnesota now. Pass to the closer. Here's Perez. Magician, pass to Shake and Bake. There's the 3. Doesn't go for him. And an intentional foul right there. So the first one drops, and that increases the lead to 6. And he's unable to get the second one. Lets it go from deep, and connects from downtown. And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout, and a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. And now they decide to foul intentionally. He drops the first one, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Huge moment. He steps up and sinks the final daggers.
Time called here. The Timberwolves decide to talk it over. All right, guys, what's your take?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile.
You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though.
Here's Jay. So we see the Celtics get the win here. Boy, they didn't make it easy on their fans or themselves, but at the end of the day, everyone on their side is happy.
Yeah, happy indeed. The momentum shifted away from them a few times, especially early on, but give these guys credit for sticking with the game plan and finishing the job.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson. And now our player of the game.
And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game. And the Falcon fans, thanks for joining us for this Friday. Night edition of the NBA. Today on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan. With me tonight, Greg Anthony. And as a coach, Dan, what's something you try to establish at this stage?
I think there's two things, Kevin. First, we're trying to build our habits the right way, everything. From the way we practice, to the way we prepare for games, to the way we warm up, all of it. And then second of all, we're trying to figure out our rotations. Who's going to start, who's going to come off the bench, which groups work well together. It's an ongoing process.
A lot of moving parts, you're right. So let's take a look at the Boston Celtics starting lineup. We've got Allen. Boomer out there with DJ. Then there's B, and it's Griffin in at the 3. Pass to Shake and Bake. Sinks the triple. Here's B. Now Allen. Here is Boomer. 6 to shoot. The 3. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. Stan, you talk about a stacked roster. It's hard to find many weaknesses for the Celtics.
Yeah, Kevin, there's a reason the Executive of the Year award went to Boston's front office last season. The Celtics are built right, and they're built to last.
That free throw, no good. Last year, coach, as you know, the Timberwolves making it to the Western Conference Finals.
Yeah, that equaled their deepest run in team history, dropping that series to the Mavs. Minnesota has never been to the finals, one of 5 franchises who've yet to get there.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with it.
And here's Boston. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. B, the pass to Boomer. Allen outside. Back to Griffin. Here's Boomer. Missed inside. Goes Shake and Bake. Allen defending. Shake and Bake passes to Jay. It's blocked. Griffin looking it over. Goes up on the wing. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Pass to Magician. Here's Perez. Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Magician, and he uses the glass on the layup. The Minnesota Timberwolves come into this one following a loss to Oklahoma City. Here's B. Down low, here's Christopher, and DJ throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Here's Magician, makes it off the glass. Magician's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Yeah, I'd call this ideal scoring distance. It's almost too easy.
And he drives in. B, the pass to Boomer. Allen outside. 5 on the clock. Back to Griffin. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
Magician, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, here's B. Kicks it out to Allen. Lets it go with a three. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. With this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. The Celtics second.
Well, the commitment they brought to the boards is evident in those numbers. Rebounding's never a glamour stat, but it wins you games.
1:10 left to play here in the first. Here's the closer. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Boomer. Allen outside. No good from outside.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Inside. There's the closer. Griffin with some nice D. Celtics leading by 3. Allen left side. Pass to Boomer. To the paint. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's the closer, defended by Griffin. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Minnesota shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. And he makes the first. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Here's B. Open jump shot off the mark.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
And that does it for the first quarter. It's the Celtics up. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what do you think?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
And the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
On the court for the Celtics, they've got DJ, B out there with Allen, and it's Boomer, and it's Griffin in at the 3. Celtics leading by 4. B the pass to Allen. Here's B. There's the pick. Pass to Christopher. Here's Jay. There's shake and bake. Defended by Allen. Shake and bake. No good. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. Now Griffin. From deep. That shot is off target. That makes him 2 for 3. Looking at the last game for the Minnesota Timberwolves, it was a loss to the Thunder in Oklahoma City. Jay. And Boston with the rebound. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Now here's DJ. Outside Griffin. Shoots the 3. Perez with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Pass to Magician. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Boston's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Allen with the ball. Well, Stan, as a former coach, I imagine it has to be hard for you to watch basketball as a fan.
Well, it is. It's very hard, almost impossible. I'm almost always watching from a coach's standpoint, an X and O's standpoint. But I will say, even when I was standing on the sidelines, NBA players are so good that you have fan moments even while you're coaching.
It seems like every game we see something we've never seen before, right?
I can remember turning around to my assistants and saying, "Can you believe that?"
He misses the free throw. And he sinks the second. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here is Boomer. The baseline J. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
And likes the view from there. He's a strong mid-range shooter.
Yeah, and once you see that advantage from the sideline, you just want to yell at him to shoot the ball.
Here's Jay. It's good from long range. Jay's got himself on the board with 3 there. The Celtics with the lead. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Outside Griffin. Pass to Boomer. Just 5 on the clock. A nice shot by Griffin. Griffin's got the lead, back up to 5 now for the Celtics.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 of 6 from the field in the second quarter. It's been a rough period so far. Here's Perez. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Celtics leading by 5. Allen surveying the D. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Here's the closer. It's hauled in by Boomer.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
B can't get it to go. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Timberwolves passing it around. Pass to the closer. Here's Perez. Clock at 6. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2. Here's B. 3-point lead. There's 25 seconds left in the first half of the game. one drops, and he's now 2 for 5. Here's the closer, defended by Griffin. Here's the closer. 1 second left. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Celtics lead by 5. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Since we got a little time on our hands here, you guys got an... And talking about our game now, a very solid first half for the Celtics. Their work. Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Nice game, great performance. by the dude.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Timberwolves trail by 5. Magician is out there with the beast, and it's the closer. Then there's Shake and Bake, and it's Jay in at the point guard position. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. And Boston with the rebound. Christopher's got 6 rebounds now in the game. To the middle. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And we've got a moment now to look at the highest scoring teams in the NBA from last season. The Celtics second.
I just loved how this team attacked their opponents. You could see their confidence grow as the year went on, and the points really started to pile up.
Here's Shake and Bake. The teardrop falls in. Shake and Bake's got the first basket of the third quarter for Minnesota.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
B, the pass to Allen. Pass to B. With the fadeaway. Jay with the rebound.
Well, the defense was giving him that one, but he made the shot more difficult than it needed to be. You got to play smart.
Picked him clean. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Here's B. They get a hand on it. Timberwolves trail by 3. The closer passes to Jay. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Can't connect from 14 feet out. Here is Boomer. Jacks up a 3. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
And out of the gates here in this second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
And again, the turnover by the Timberwolves. Celtics leading by 3. And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. DJ with it. Back to Griffin. Pass to B. DJ with it. Here is Boomer. Shot clock at 5. Here's B. From 16 feet away, he cans it. B's got the lead up to 5 now for the Celtics. We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him.
Right.
Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Dan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. And there's a whistle. That goes on the bodyguard. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Timberwolves with possession here. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Here's Shake and Bake, defended by Allen. 5 to shoot. Here's Shake and Bake. Excellent D there from Allen. Celtics leading by 5. Outside Griffin. Fires it up. Offline from the top of the key. And that's a foul called on the Beast. That is his first foul of the game. The Celtics have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Allen kicks to Griffin. Back to Allen. Outside Griffin. Here is Boomer. Left side Griffin. Off target on the 15-footer. Timberwolves trail by 5. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Here's Jay. Rebound by Christopher. Christopher's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Pass to Griffin. Now DJ. Nice ball movement by Boston. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From deep three-point territory. Boston again missing.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves. Great pass to hit him in stride. Love to see teammates in sync with each other.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. This is his first chance at the line tonight. No good on the free throw. Good on the second free throw. Here's the closer. Pass to Perez. Over to the left wing. Here's Magician. Tries again. Rebound by Christopher. Christopher's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's B. He has 6. Allen outside. Here's Boomer. Boston. No good that time either. Here's shake and bake. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And we've reached the end of the third. It's the Celtics up 4. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Celtics leading by 4. And a look at the 5 for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Griffin out there with Boomer. Then there's B, and it's DJ, and it's Allen in at the 2 spot. The Timberwolves shooting a ghastly 26% from the field. Their offensive game looking completely out of whack. Pass to Perez. Here's Magician. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Jay misses.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Allen kicks to Griffin. Over in the corner, Allen. Outside, Griffin. B, the pass to Allen. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Fast break, Minnesota. Here's Jay. Lays it in off the breakaway. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. The Celtics with the lead. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. Listened in on what Joe Mazzulla told his team. Now, with the game in the balance, he had some encouraging words for his team. He said, "This is what we wanted. We thought if we kept it close, we could pull it out. Now let's go out there and do just that." Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. Pass to B. Here's the closer, defended by Griffin. The shot by the closer, no good. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. A 2-point game. Boomer, no good. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Here's Magician. Here's Jay. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Outside Griffin. Here's Boomer. Perez with the rebound. Boomer's gone 1 of 6 shooting so far. The closer passes to Jay. He nails it, and we're tied up. Jay's got 4 points in the quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Pass to Griffin. Takes the 13-footer. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good. And the Celtics lead by 2. The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. And we've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here, we're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Pass to Perez. Here's Jay. Magician passes to Perez. Here's the break. Here's Griffin. Off target at the rim. Timberwolves trail. There's shake and bake. Allen defending. .152 left in the game. Shot clock at 6. The closer passes to Magician. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Magician's got it all tied up now for Minnesota.
You can see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
.132 left to play in the final quarter. Here's B. 6 on the shot clock. Yep, it counts. And the Celtics lead by 2. Here's the closer. Pass the Magician. Here's Perez. To the inside. It's tipped. Stolen by Allen. 58 seconds left in the fourth quarter. For Minnesota, they've gone 3 of 6 in the field so far in the fourth quarter. Here's Jay. Buries it from outside.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. The magnitude at this juncture in the game clearly warranting a timeout. There's 47 seconds left in the fourth. Here's B. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
It's the first, and that ties the game up. Second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
You can tell that miss at the line might stick with him for a while. Always hurts to miss a chance to take the lead.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Money!
And what a huge sequence that could be.
Wow. A play that might come to define this game.
That might be the play of the game.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Thoughts on what Coach wants to do here?
And they've got plenty of time to get a basket.
No doubt, but they might have to draw up something that the defense isn't expecting.
Here's the closer. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Fires away from way outside. Rebounded by the Celtics. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so both free throws are good, and it's a 4-point ball game.
No doubt, that just about seals it.
Jay, the pass to Magician. Here's the closer. The Timberwolves again can't hit. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did feed off all of that negative energy this crowd was directing at them. I mean, they turned it around and used it as motivation to close out a significant win.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So, for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David
submitted it for the game.
And that's
some high-level moves on the blacktop. Are you ready? Yeah, I thought so. Let's get it. Let's get it on. Hold your ground. Oh man, smokes the layup. You gotta finish your breakfast. Strength makes a difference. Don't sleep on it. Two words, send, help. You gotta get a body on him. Oh, let him cook. He got that dog in him. Finish your breakfast. No, not this time. This man is fearless. My man, they saying you got no bag. Prove them wrong. Mismatch. That's it. No good with the layup. That's how you grab the boards. about to get cooked. So those rebounding drills really paying off here. Misses in close. Barbecue chicken. Can't get the layup. Hey! Who's cooking right now? Find him.
That's coming up.
Sorry, does someone think this is a one-on-one contest or something? Get out of his way. Strong take. What next? We've seen the dribble game. Oh, sick move. Second chance opportunity. Let's go. Killing on the boards. He's got that look on his face. It's business time. No good from distance. They'll get another shot at it. Oh, I feel the contact, but I like the basket. Good work. Keeping the possession alive. Call him EBB. Everything but buckets.
Hesitated.
He's been a monster on the glass. Hey, superstar, you've got help out there. Chairman of the boards. He's running things inside. The crowd is looking for some buckets. He is not afraid of the contact. He scores. That looked good. Someone please get that man some help down there. Off target at the rim. Phone or no phone, you gotta call that. The name of the game is buckets. Simple. He just wanted it more. That's a foul. My man, where are you even going? He is steamrolling people inside. Just too physical. Mouse in the house. Can they convert the second chance? The defense forgot the box out. points on the board. Yeah, he's greedy with the boards today.
Hi, everybody. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by... Ali LaForce. Courtside. And the injury story, certainly noteworthy. A lot of players in business casual tonight.
A long list of injuries coming into this game. You look at all of those names and they're unavailable. It's pretty daunting.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. And it's Jay in at the point guard position. And for the Celtics, they've got Griffin. And it's Christopher in at the 5. So many things to love about opening day. What's tops on your list, RJ?
A lot of things, really. But, man, the energy in the building. This house is rocking. These fans are so pumped up and optimistic about their team right now.
Now here's Griffin. Here's the closer. Pass to Perez. Here's Boomer. 6 to shoot. Baseline try. Oh, he clanks that one off the back iron and it falls. And we're about a minute into the first. To the paint. And that one's good. Magician.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Perez. Pass to Shake and Bake. Here's the closer. Allen defending. The closer passes to Perez. Sinks it from distance.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. And here's Allen. From 13. And the shot is good. Drop it in off the front of the rim. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. And when you talk about the Boston Celtics last year, they were historically good, Richard.
Yeah, they had the 4th best net rating ever in the history of the game. That's Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, the MJ Bulls. Shattered the NBA record for offensive rating at 123.1. They were unreal.
Here's B. Back to Griffin. Allen, the pass to Griffin. Allen with it. Pass to Christopher. Here's Magician. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Executing the plan here early. Still haven't missed a shot.
Shake and Bake. The pass to Perez. Here's Shake and Bake. Here's Jay. Over to the wing. Here's the closer. Offensive rebound, Timberwolves.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Here's Shake and Bake, defended by Griffin. Here's Jay. And a missed layup. The Celtics with the lead. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Boston shooting their first free throws of the evening.
At the line, Allen. At the line for 2 shots.
That free throw good from Allen. And that's good as he hits both shots. Here's the closer. 1:44 left in the first quarter here. Inside. Stolen. Now Allen. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Here's B. Griffin outside. 5 to shoot. Pass to Magician. Lets it go from the wing. Allen can't get it to go. Timberwolves trail by 3. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Shake and Bake. Pass to the closer. Soft touch off the glass.
A quality pass, setting up a quality shot. It's just textbook basketball.
And it's Allen with the ball for the Celtics. It's Griffin, high post. Back to Allen. Has to be. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Christopher misses. The Timberwolves have gone just 3 for 7 here at the start. Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. And out of bounds, the Celtics will take it. "19 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's B. To the left side wing. Here's Magician. The shot that time not on target. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one. It's the Celtics up by 1. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in a moment. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And for Boston guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
They've got Griffin, and it's Christopher in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Boston 5. Here's Magician. Rebounded by Perez.
Well, that's what you get when you go for style points with the fadeaway, and look, he paid the price.
Pass to Boomer. His first shot coming late. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor. Allen outside. Here's Magician. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Allen. Pass to Griffin. 3-pointer. They grab their own miss. Here's B. Griffin outside. Here's Christopher. Off target from the baseline. The Timberwolves trail. Shake and bake. The pass to Perez. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Perez has got 5.
I just love when teams make it work down low.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Takes it inside. Oh, swiped away. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. And checking the 2K leaderboard. These teams led the league in three-point percentage last year. The Celtics in second. In the third spot, the Timberwolves.
A stat every team wants to excel in, three-point shooting. Both of these teams were fantastic from deep last season.
Here's Jay. Pass to the closer. Out to the right wing. Perez, the pass to Shake and Bake. Here's the closer. Defended by Griffin. Here's Jay. Just 5 to shoot. From 11 feet away. Well, Grant, we know non-shooting big men can clog the paint. But if they know where to move off the ball, that certainly helps.
Yeah, you know, big men who know those circle actions, like flashing to the open spot when their man gives help, they often end up with easy looks inside.
Griffin passes to B. Here's Christopher. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. Minnesota in the lead. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. The closer's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Ball control, body control, and a nice touch. All the ingredients you need for a smooth reverse.
Allen, the pass to B. The rebound by Jay. Minnesota leading by 3. He shoots. The rebound by Allen. The Celtics have gone 0 for 4 in the second quarter with the drive and the basket by B. 1:56 left in the half. Here's the closer. Allen defending. The closer. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. The closer's got 4 points now in the quarter. Here's B. Here's the pick. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Perez has got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Boomer. Oh, they pick off the pass. Griffin outside. Here's Magician. Rebounded by Perez. Perez has got his 5th rebound in this one. To the middle. Here's Boomer. The rebound by Magician. Celtics trail by 3. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Allen, the pass to the Magician. Out of bounds. It'll be Timberwolves ball. Minnesota leading by 3. Pass to the closer. Here's Boomer. Jay, the pass to the closer. Clock at 6. The 3 is up. No good there. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. To the inside. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
Here's Jay. They set the screen. Fires the 3. He can't get that one to fall. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. It's Minnesota up by 1. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports.
Please
The Oklahoma City Thunder will go up against the Patriots. And moving on to the Timberwolves now, they're in the midst of a close game.
Despite being the visitor, they've been in control. They've got an edge to their game. That can quiet a hostile crowd, Shaq.
Yeah, boos from the stands can be a motivator.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple of quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. So it's Boston now. They trail by 1. So for Minnesota right now, and it's Boomer in at the center, locking down the middle. Allen outside. Pass to Magician. Here's B. Now here's Griffin. Shot clock at 6. Allen inside. No good on the shot. Minnesota shooting just 38% for this game so far. Here's Jay. The 17-footer, and he hits the jumper. Jay's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Defenses nowadays try to protect the rim and the three-point line, so the mid-range is usually available.
Griffin outside for the tie. Pure from three-point range. Griffin's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Pass to Perez. Here's the closer. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. The closer's got 9.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's B. 6 points for him. It's tipped. Here's Jay. Allen defending. Jay, the pass to Shake and Bake. Here's the closer. 9 points in the game. 6 on the shot clock. He goes up again. And he lays it up and in. And now it's a 5-point Timberwolves lead.
And this has been a nice start to the second half. They're 3 out of 4 in a rhythm on the offense right now.
Here's B. Griffin outside. Beyond the arc. Rebounded by Perez. Perez has got rebound number 7 tonight.
And they have been cold coming out of the break. Only getting one of their first 4 shots to drop this half. Got to pick it up.
Here's the closer. Allen defending. Here's the closer. Jams it in off a great move.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
Yeah, it's going to take better rim protection than that if they're going to climb out of this hole.
Here's Magician. Pass to Griffin. Can they get it? Boomer pulls it in. The Timberwolves lead by 7. Here's Jay. Here's the closer. Allen defending. Here's Jay. Oh, from deep. Boston pulls it in. Christopher's got rebound number 7 tonight. Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Here's Jay. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
These are his first free throws of the game. The first one falls. That one falls, so he hits both of them. A minute and a half left to play in the third. Here's Christopher. Griffin outside. Lets the 3 fly. target from range. Griffin's got 6 points.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
There's a screen. Here's the closer. Ooh, once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Celtics trail by 6. Pass to Allen. Back to Griffin. Nails the baby hook. Griffin's got 8 here in this quarter. Here's the closer. He's got 13. 44 seconds left in the third quarter here. And the shot's good.
And their offense has been much tighter since halftime. The guys are starting to work together, moving the ball around, getting good shots.
B, the pass to the Magician. Here's B. Let's go with a 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Here's Shake and Bake. Pass to Perez. Here's Jay. Buries it down low. Jay's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Rate of baskets assisted, it's a stat I really like. It tells the story of how well you are playing team offense.
No good. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Minnesota finishing the quarter with an 8-point lead. They've done well to disrupt the opposition, playing inspired defense. Back after this. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter. They've got Griffin, and it's Allen in at the 2-guard spot. That's who's in the game for the Celtics. Perez, the pass to the closer. Here's Shake and Bake. Here's Jay. Pass to Boomer. Not enough on that one as it misses. Celtics trail by 8. Here's B. Griffin outside. The 3. Nails it from 3. Griffin's got 11 points here in the second half.
That's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Pass to Perez. 1 minute in now in the 4th quarter. Here's B. Griffin on the wing. From behind the arc. Boomer pulls it in. Boomer's got 5 rebounds in the game. Here's Jay. Driving inside. B grabs a board. Boston trailing. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a 3-point play here.
In crunch time, trying to get the foul, the bucket, or both.
That's his 1st personal foul. 1st team foul. At the line for the Celtics, number 27. At the line with 1 shot.
And that one misses. The Timberwolves lead by 3. Here's the closer. From deep. The rebound by Magician. And so it's Allen who brings up the ball for the Celtics. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. And it's Griffin with the three. And this game is tied up now.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
And Chris Finch has called timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He was very passionately telling his team, don't give them an inch when they have the ball. This game is going to come down to defense. I need you guys to work hard and close this one out. Guys?
Thanks for that, Allie. Pass to the closer. 4-3. Minnesota again missing. Boston on offense. They've gone on an 8-0 run. Here's Magician. And here's Allen. 6 to shoot. Down low. Here's B. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And you have to love it. The floor general taking things into his own hands.
Just the aggression they're looking for, man.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
And Minnesota with possession here, following the bucket by the Celtics. Here's Boomer. Pass to the closer. To the inside. Here's Perez. And he banks in the layup. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth. Here's B. Goes back up. Rebound Minnesota. Boomer's got 6 rebounds in the game. The closer passes to Jay. Right at the free throw line. And he wills that one in. Sinking it right through the back of the iron.
Hey, draw him up a solid play. Get him an open look. And he delivers.
And late in games, throw out those analytics. Give me the mid-range. The shot, it just works.
Here's Magician. To the paint. The kick out to Griffin. Just 4 to shoot. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line. A chance at a 3-point play.
It's not easy to work the ball inside in this league, but they've done it all night. That's exactly what this team needs right now, completing the N1.
Minnesota has gone 0 for 3 here in the fourth. 56 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. Shake and bake. Pass to the closer. Clock at 6. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here.
Magician, pass to Allen. 3-pointer off the mark.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to go. That's off as well, so he misses both. And Chris Finch has called timeout. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. All right, guys, how do you see him managing the next possession?
It's always interesting to see what play a coach has saved for a situation like this.
If they've got a surefire, quick bucket play, let's just say now's the time to use it.
And they're set to take control of this game.
It's crucial that they convert here.
Jay. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Yeah, and you have to try to make something happen. I mean, they have to be aggressive at this point, even if it's risking a foul.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now for the second. He ends up making the second, and that ties this game up.
He really wanted to capture the lead there, but on the bright side, at least the game is tied.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. So it's Boston now. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
What a huge play coming through when it matters most.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And that is an absolute heartbreaker of a turnover. In a close game like this, that might be enough to impact how it ends.
8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they foul and stop the clock.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
At the line for two, number 27.
And he cannot get the first one to drop. Tough one to miss. And he misses the second one as well, so 0 for 2 that time. Fires from way outside. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot attempt falls offline. So it's a narrow victory for the Celtics, pulling it out for the W. That was an incredible night of hoops. A tremendous finish. They waited until the very last moment to seal it.
And so many times we see these close games won by the home team.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now, our player of the game.
Let's get it on.
Ball's live. Let's do this.
I got him. Oh, man. Smokes the layup. Crosses him up. Look at that hustle.
Check it. Ball's in.
Now you don't want that. Give it to me.
I see him. I see him.
Can't get the layup.
I see him. He's got ball.
Smoked it.
Come on, man. Watch the screen. Get there. Get there.
Get out of his way. They'll get another shot at it. He got that dog in him. He's out there to do one thing. Put points on the board. Yeah. The next one will go in. We've heard that before.
He's got ball. Come to me. Come to me.
Get set to go.
Here we go. Ball in. Hey, balance it out.
Oh, I feel the contact, but I like the basket. Good work.
All right, here we go. Ball in. Ball in.
I'll take that. Keeping them guessing with all those passes.
Here we go. Ball's live. Who's watching here?
Hey, where you going? That's over the line. Come back.
Come on, Will. Clear.
The name of the game is buckets.
Hey, yo. Hey, here he coming. Get through, get through.
He's too little.
Yo, check it. Go, ball's in. I got ball.
Spins free.
Hey, I'll get yours, buddy. Yours.
Ooh, check out the handles.
Switch.
Can't finish on the inside.
Right here.
Off target at the rim. What next? We've seen the dribble game. Misses in close. Hit him with the quick cross. Time for bully ball. Who's cooking right now? Find him. Straight bully ball.
Check.
And he blows the layup. Come on, man. Finish your breakfast. He is not afraid of the contact. Unselfish play. Love that team connection. All right, I'm sold. I think his pass button is broken. No good with the layup. Oh, he's got the high hands. Now's the time to get cooking. He's money with the J. 8-6. Here we go, ball in. Goes out. What is this? A dribble drill? Oh, that's out. He's about to show us something. I can feel it. Slams it in. Hey, yo, right here. Kelsey Plum says, pass the ball, bro. For the win! You gotta finish your breakfast.